cute. Then she fine, but her breath is like, whoa. Say hi, friends. Hope you're hanging in there. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Angela and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, let's be real, it's not your first time here, so I'm gonna need you to smash that subscribe button because I'm tired of waiting on you. I'm tired. In today's video, I will be testing a ton of new makeup I got from the Sephora sale. A few weeks ago, I asked you guys to send me questions to my Ask Angela series email, and you guys definitely came through. I'm going to be answering one of them today. If you want your question answered, all you have to do is email askangelaseries@gmail.com, and I might just choose you in my next Ask Angela video.
12 seconds later. 2 hours later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
What the? That was actually obnoxious. Okay. So while I'm testing out the makeup, I will be answering an Ask Angela question that you guys asked, and this is how I want to do it from now on. I don't just want to sit here and make this a therapy session and turn my channel into something negative. In this video, there's something for everybody. If you're into the makeup, I got some of that for you. If you're into the Ask Angela questions, I got that for you. If you just need some background noise while you get ready yourself, or if you're lonely in your house because you're in quarantine and you're quarantining alone, I got you too. So yeah, cut to the clip of me looking like a troll. Okay, you guys, I know I look super crazy right now, but we're gonna fix that in a minute, I promise you. But before we get into the makeup and the Ask Angela Anything questions, I'm going to dive into my new box of makeup I got from Sephora. I placed a few orders for their spring save event, and I'm probably gonna place another one before the sale is over because I'm really happy with what I've got so far. Let's get into this makeup. For today's base, I'm using the Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum. I haven't tried this yet, obviously, but the reviews on Sephora's website, oh, it's pretty. It's in this little pink tub. Ooh. Let's put this on real quick. Now, this pretty much sold out instantly on Sephora's website, so I'm expecting big things from this. Ooh, this is really nice. This is nice. It definitely feels really hydrating, and I personally love a dewy base. I feel like it makes my makeup look so much better. I do have very dry skin. I don't know if this will work well for my oily skin gals, but if you have dry skin, you might want to check this out, but we'll see how well this works under my foundation. Now, as this sets, I'm going to read my first Ask Angela Anything question. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. The subject is, help me please because I'm confused, LOL. Girl, aren't we all? Hi, Angela. First off, I love you. You're literally the best. So my ex and I were together for 5 years, and let's just say it didn't end well at all. Basically, I found out he cheated on me and he admitted to it, in parentheses, after the girl confronted me. He denied the cheating for months and has been saying he wants to get back together. As much as I do love him, I don't trust him. He's even gone to the extent of saying he'll change his number, give me access to everything. Oh, I'm having heart palpitations already. Give me access to everything and share his location with me so he can earn my trust back. My question is, what should I do? Should I give him another chance or just let him go permanently? Thank you so much, love you. Okay, and this is from Angelique. Now, not only are our names similar, I feel like I might have written this in my sleep because, girl, now I know a lot of you guys are expecting me to sit on here and completely bash my exes and be on my him, he ain't type of vibe, but I'm not going to do that, and that's why I wanted to wait to do this video, because I didn't want to come on here angry and leave you guys feeling bitter about your situation just because how I feel about mine. Actually, somebody recently in my life said that I use my platform to come up off of my exes and basically use them for clout. And I'm really sorry if I gave that impression to anybody, especially you guys, because that is just not the case. I come on here and talk about all of these things with you because I know what it feels like to be heartbroken. I know what it feels like to be played, and it's the most lonely feeling in the world. So if I could relate to you for a 20-minute video and you feel a little bit less alone during that time, then it's worth it to me. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for clout. Trust me, if I wanted to get clout off of anyone, I would be talking about the exes that I actually dated for long periods of time, who are people who are known in the industry, not MTV people. So that's just what I have to say about that. And by the way, I didn't get new foundation, which is why I'm not talking about it. I'm just mixing my Dior Forever Skin Glow and my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I did purchase backups of these, but I'm not going to open them because I still have these. I did pick up a concealer. I got the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer in LM12. So let's try this guy out really quick. Oh, let me put on my Too Faced Lip Extreme 2. I got this a month ago. Ooh, this is really peachy. I'm probably gonna have to use a lighter concealer to brighten this up. But I do like the consistency so far. It feels really nice on the skin. Yeah, so now back to cheating. I am somebody who has cheated. I have been cheated on. And I have also been the side chick. So I am no professional by any means. I didn't go to school for psychology. I'm not a relationship expert, but I have been through a lot of these things. So I have a pretty good understanding of the dynamic of cheating. Okay, so first of all, I am in no way condoning cheating at all. But if I were to come on here and just spew out a bunch of hate, then I wouldn't be helping you. So let's start at the beginning of, do I want to use this? What do I want to use? I guess I could use this to brighten this up. So let's start at the very beginning. I feel like at the beginning of your relationship, boundaries should be put in place, and these boundaries will help save you later on in the relationship for sure. I know we all hate that whole conversation of, oh, what are we? I know everybody hates that conversation, but sometimes it needs to be had because that will be used as an excuse. Why is my face kind of burning? Oh no, it's my lips. Oh, and I also did shave my face before this, so I removed the peach fuzz. I'm like, so setting those boundaries in place early on will save you a lot of heartbreak. I am telling you, there won't be any excuses later on of, oh, were we really together? Were we not? Like, and it's important to stick to those boundaries. But let's just say the damage is already done, okay? He's already cheated and you found out. I think it's, first of all, it's important to address how you found out. Did you find out because he felt so overwhelmingly guilty that he had to tell you? Did you find out because the girl told you? And in this video, I am going to be talking about the guy being the cheater, even though both men and female can cheat. Trust me, I have cheated, but because I'm a female, I'm going to be addressing the cheater as he. But this could be applied for both genders. So this isn't a sexist thing at all. It's just gonna be easier for me to give my advice if I only talk with one pronoun. The side chick or the other woman tell you and he lied about it for months? Or did she tell you and he admitted it fully right away? Because that is extremely important as to if he's actually sorry or he's sorry that he got caught. For you, Angelique, my baby, it sounds like, okay, so my memory card got full and completely shut off in the middle of me talking, so I've pretty much been talking to myself here for a while, but let's just get back into it. As far as makeup, I blended out my concealer. Then I tried out the NARS Tinted Glow Booster in Dark Barbuda, and I use that to contour because it's not as heavy as a foundation or a concealer, and I actually really like it. I could see myself using this to mix into my lighter foundation shades to better match me in the summer, so I don't have to spend a ton of money on a bunch of different foundation shades. So love that. I use that to contour. Then I opened up my Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette, which I got on sale because it was already 50% off, and then I got an extra 20% off for the sale. It is absolutely beautiful, but I am terrified to try these other cream colors, so I just applied the cream blush for now, and so far I love that. Okay, so I left off with how you found out, Angelique. So sounds to me like your ex is sorry because he got caught. Because not only did he not tell you, he also denied it for months until basically he couldn't deny any further. He was caught red-handed and there was nothing left to say at that point. And I have been in a very similar situation. And once it gets to that point, the trust is absolutely broken. And Angelique, your question was, should I give him another chance or let him go permanently? But honestly, the only person that has this answer is you. And I know a lot of you guys want me to sit here and be like, girl, leave him, you gotta go. But sometimes you just need a moment to really think about what you want to do. And if right now you don't know what to do, the worst thing you could possibly do is tell him you're gonna leave and then you stay. Because now you're showing him, okay, boundaries weren't set in the beginning, but now that I actually messed up, I thought boundaries were here, but they're actually way over here. And next time I can get away with so much more. So I really, really, really encourage you to take as much time as you need to think about what you want to do before you tell him what you want to do. And during this time, you will see what he'd rather be doing than be with you. While you're making your decision, I want you to pay close attention. Is he going out to the club? Does he have other girls on his story? What is he doing with this time in limbo? I have made that mistake so many times where I was like, I'm leaving, I'm done, get out. I'll break up with him for the weekend and let him do whatever he wants, and then I allow him to come back. I don't know why I'm using this brush. I really should be using my Cake and Bake brush, but. So yeah, definitely take as much time as you need to think about this and really think if this is what you want and if this is something you can get past. Don't decide to get back together with him if you're going to bring up the cheating in every argument and every fight. So I got into this habit of forgiving my man, and then every time he did something I didn't like, I'd be like, and you for cheating on me, I hate you, I'm never gonna get over it. And that doesn't help the situation either. As wrong as he is, it's wrong for you to bring up a situation that you said you were going to work on and forgive him for. As far as the, oh babe, you could have my password, you could have my location, you could have everything you want so I can prove to you that I can be trusted. That is very literally the worst thing a guy can say, because they shouldn't have to give you all of that to earn your trust back or work on getting that trust back. They should show you they can be trusted in their actions, not by you policing their Instagram, their Twitter, their Snapchat, their location. And on top of that, it's going to drive you crazy because you're going to check it impulsively and you are going to search and try to find something, and trust me, you will find something every single time. And when you do find something big and you confront him about it, he will gaslight the absolute out of you and make you feel crazy. Like, I'm getting angry, and make you feel crazy for even thinking that he would do that, knowing that you have all of his passwords. But the truth of the matter is that he is doing that, and he's using the fact that you have his passwords as something to hide behind. So the more you know. I'm obviously not a fan of the whole, you could have my password, oh, like that's gonna make anything better. And you know what? I think secretly they want you to have their password so you can babysit them. And so in the back of their head, they know that, hey, I can't do this because my girlfriend is watching me. But if you didn't, they would do it because you're not watching them, you know? Like, they want to be policed a little bit, but I just don't have the time to be somebody's babysitter. If I wanted to babysit and watch a child, I'd have one already, you know? But yeah, I've done the whole like password thing, and it literally was the worst thing ever. I'll never do that again. I either like trust you moving forward or I don't. And I feel like you don't trust them if you have their password and stuff. So, okay, so I just lightly filled in my brows because I do have microbladed brows, but now I'm going to carve them out with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have been wanting to try this for so long, and now I'm going to do just that. Here is my brush. So I do have my brows microbladed and they do have an arch and a longer tail, but sometimes when I do my makeup, I like a straighter brow, so that's what I'm gonna use this for. I got it in the shade medium 1 custard. I'm just going to use this to basically cut off the tail end of my brow. So I do like my brow shape for every day, but sometimes I want like a lifted, like snatched brow look, and that requires a straighter brow. So that's why I do this. But for the everyday, I love like the arch and all that stuff. And this is like really covering my tail. If you don't know what microblading is, it's like a tattoo. So this is essentially covering the tattoo. Oh wow, I really like this concealer. Oh wow, this concealer is bomb. This is so bomb. I wonder what this will look like under the eyes. Damn, now I'm mad I didn't use this. Ooh. Now we're gonna go in with our powder products. I'm gonna dip back into my Natasha Denona palette that you guys missed the first time because of my camera. So now I'm just going to use the blush from the palette, the powder blush right down here. What bronzer do I want to use? I guess I see Max Give Me Sun, so I'm gonna use this one. But yeah, girl, take as much time as you need to think about if this is what you really want and if this is something you can get over, because I made the mistake of having a little bit too much faith in myself and saying that I was going to get over the situation and we were just gonna start fresh. But it haunted me every single day. And I don't just mean with my last relationship. I have been cheated on a few times. Actually, my first boyfriend ever cheated on me. So yeah, but we were like legit kids, you know? It's tough. Cheating is hard. And I'm not even taking into consideration that some of you ladies that get cheated on have children with your boyfriend, your husband, your whatever. Like there's children involved, or there's a marriage or something like that. And I think that's what really makes things messy. But for me, I've never been married. I don't have kids, so I really can't speak on that, but I'm sure it becomes much more difficult. I'm just happy I was never married and I don't have kids, because I don't know what I would do. So props to you ladies that are going through it, because I don't know if I could do all that. I like to set my face using the Rose Gold Skin Mist by Farsali. I'm gonna use my Amrezy highlighter by Anastasia to highlight. I only really highlight my nose. I don't really like cheek highlight on me. But like I was saying earlier, definitely take your time to think about what you wanna do. Don't think that you're in a rush to make a decision, because you're absolutely not. If he really loves you and wants to be with you, he will wait as long as it takes for you to make a decision. That doesn't mean you love him any less. It just means that you wanna do what's best for yourself and for the relationship. So don't feel guilty about that. And if he wants to run off and hook up with other girls and do all that, you already have your answer. He made it way easier for you. So this wasn't part of the question, but I do want to address this because I feel like this is where I messed up in my relationships when it came to cheating and in general the problems I was experiencing with my boyfriends. If you are somebody who turns to your friends for advice or to vent, and honestly you should, your friends should be there. If you break up with your boyfriend once or 100 times, like they should be there to support you no matter what. But it's during this time that you break up with your boyfriend or you're going through some issues in your relationship, you will see who your true friends are. And unfortunately, a lot of the time you'll learn the hard way, which is what happened to me. It was during my last relationship that I knew exactly who my friends were by the end of it. Like I knew. They couldn't help but show their true colors eventually. Like I said, you should definitely be leaning on your friends during this time, and your real ones will ride for you. They will give you advice, but even if you don't take their advice, they will still be there for you. But I also want you to be careful of who you give information to, because you don't need to be a public figure to have your friends betray you on top of your boyfriend betraying you and gossip about you and spread rumors about you, and you don't want to have to deal with that on top of dealing with the dissolution of your relationship, your marriage, or anything like that. Yeah, just be very careful who you share the intimate details of your relationship with. I'm not even talking about sex, I'm just talking about stuff that happens in your relationship, because you will find that you might have some fake friends. So, but as you're venting to your friends and thinking about what you want to do and if you want to stay and work it out, and trust me, I'm not judging. I got back together with my ex literally like 50 times. I am not one to judge. And you're probably like, who are you to give relationship advice? But honestly, I'd rather take relationship advice from someone who has been through it rather than someone who just read about it in a book or went to school for it. Like, I have been there, done that. I know firsthand that every situation is different. Not every situation is black and white. Sometimes you do work it out and the person never cheats again. I have cheated and knew in my heart that I would never do it again. And then there are some people who cheat and will cry about it and will promise you a bunch of stuff and then cheat again. So this is something that you really have to think about, and always follow your gut instinct, because your gut instinct is always right. And I've said this 1,000 times. You don't need their Instagram password or their location or to know what they're doing every second of the day to know if they're cheating or not. Trust your gut instinct. If something feels off, it is 1,000% off. Don't let him make you feel crazy. Don't let anyone else make you feel crazy. If it's off, it's off. This is the time that you can spend with your friends. Of course, I'm going through my breakup during quarantine, which absolutely sucks the life out of me, but it's what was supposed to happen, and I'm just going with the flow at this point. So shout out to my girls who are going through a breakup right now during quarantine. I understand you like nobody else. I broke up with my ex a week before the quarantine started. When the coronavirus was nothing but a whisper in the wind, I decided that I wanted to be single, and I picked the worst time, but I also picked the best time because I've been able to really be at home and reflect, and there's no escaping my feelings. There's no distractions. I'm forced to deal with my emotions. So I feel like this is exactly what was supposed to happen for me to move on to the next chapter of my life. If you're going through a breakup and you had planned to do this, that, and the third with your ex, and now you guys are broken up, I highly encourage you to do all of those things. I know we're in quarantine right now, but if y'all plan to go to Mexico, go to Mexico. Well, I wouldn't say go alone, but like go with your friend instead. Don't let your breakup dictate what's happening in your life and the fun that you have and the happiness that you're capable of experiencing. I'm still moving to LA, and that's on period. Okay, my eyeshadow is on, and now I'm going to try out the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Gel Eyeliner. I've only ever used Inglot, and I couldn't get my hands on any Inglot products because Macy like doesn't sell them anymore. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm gonna try this one right now and see if it gives me that really black gel liner that I love. It's definitely much drier than the Inglot one, so I'm going to add my Inglot Durline to it. I just feel like, oh my god, my eyeliner is so thick.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick, boy. That's a thick ass boy. Damn.
Look at that. Like, look at the difference eyeliner makes for me. I have the smallest, beadiest little eyes, and I feel like liner, while it makes everyone else's eyes look smaller and heavier, I feel like it opens up my eye. For those of you who are asking me, how do I get over breakups? How do I stay so strong and confident? What do I do to cope as I'm healing from a broken relationship or cheating? And honestly, as confident as I might come off, it's still very much a working progress. One thing, and I've spoken about this before, read a lot of books. I read a ton of books. Not only does it help me get my mind off of what's going on, there's a lot of good, insightful information that books have to offer on topics such as this one from females who are going through it just like me and you. And a lot of these books are backed by studies, scientific facts. Like, I want to know the ins and outs of everything at this point, so this never happens to me again. So I will list the books I am loving below. Another thing that I would highly recommend doing if you're going through a breakup or trying to recover from something as heartbreaking and devastating as cheating is to, and as cliche as this sounds, you've probably heard it a million times, but it's to stay busy and level up. Because I have gone through the whole, should I stay? Should I go? I'm unhappy with him, but I'm unhappy without him. What should I do? The one thing that will never let you down or leave you or wake up one morning and decide to go f another bitch is your success. Your success will always be there if you put the work in. And it'll also keep you occupied throughout the day. The hardest part for me, especially in the beginning, was getting out of bed. And as dramatic as that sounds, it's hard enough to find the energy as it is, but if you're dealing with a breakup on top of that, it's just like, you're lucky if I shower today type shit. But honestly, the days that I have completely focused my energy on other things that could actually benefit me and help me in my life were the best days since the breakup. The longer you stay in bed, the longer you mope, the longer you cry into a box of Oreos, the longer you'll feel the pain. Of course, you are definitely allowed a few days where you just lay in your filth, soak up your feelings, and deal with it, but those days shouldn't happen every single day. We don't have time for it. We are successful boss bitches. Oh, this is not even dry yet. Ooh, lashes just changed the whole game. Like, hello. So my last words about cheating is that even though it's really lonely right now and you feel like no one relates to you, trust me, I do, and there are a ton of other women out there who are just like you, who are going through the same exact thing. So I never want you to feel alone. Not only is there a coronavirus pandemic, I feel like there is a dating pandemic and a relationship pandemic out there as well, where these guys are just running rampant and cheating. So just know you're not alone. I got you, and all the other females on here that are watching this that are relating to you as well got you too. And I really want you guys to use the comments to support each other and encourage each other through this hard time if you're going through a breakup or a cheating scandal or anything like that, because we should all be here for each other. I mean, if we're not gonna be here for each other as women, then what are we doing, you know? Okay, but that's all I have for you guys today. Angelique, girl, I am praying for you. I hope that your situation gets better, whether you decide to stay with your ex or not. As a matter of fact, you asked this question like a month ago, so you need to tell me whether you decided to stay or leave, okay? Because I am rooting for you no matter what you decide. And that's all I have for you guys today, but of course, before we go, I have to give my Angel Alert Army shout out. So I almost dropped my phone. So today's Angel Alert Army shout out goes to my girl, Taylor Odell. I love you, girl. One of my BFFs that I've never met. My social media bestie. Love you. Who said hashtag Angel Alert Army. Tay here from the OG Angela Army. You don't even need to tell me who you are. I know exactly who you are, baby girl. You're like my favorite person ever. Literally have loved you since watching BGC, and that ain't never changing. I love Christina too. Well, you already know the deal, girl. Love you. You have been supporting me since day one, and that's an OG Angel Alert Army writer, so I of course have to give you a shout out. So thank you so much for your endless love and support. I love you right back. And if you want to be a member of the Angel Alert Army, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, click the little notification bell, and comment Angel Alert Army when you're done for a chance to be featured in my next video. Okay, but for real now, that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you. That was really corny. I will see you in the next one.